All members of the town of Imnisvale were required to train in the militia, unless there was a health reason. The place had to be able to defend itself from incursions from the mountains to the north or from the great forest of Tethir to the south. All this because Am wouldn't be able to send their army to help in time. We aren't talking about armies from enemy nation. We are talking mostly about orcs and other creatures that show up from time to time. More like roving war bands, not organized armies. As I said, to the north was the mountains, where Grandmother believed there were multiple caves into the Underdark, and the mountain range was quite large. Am is a strong nation, but it couldn't afford to garrison every town in its interior. So we trained together. We marched as one, and I was shown how to use spears and other polearms, as well as given light armor and a shield. This was put to use in actual combat a couple of times, since orcs and even ogres came for us in my lifetime. Grandmother Orin and her rangers took care of most of the trouble, but it occasionally grew too large even for them. As an adventurer, well, I should say, when my inspiration to become a paladin came to me and I began training, Grandmother was my primary teacher. She had taught all the rangers their skills, and now it was my turn. I chose the longsword, shield, and medium armor. My body was not used to it, and it took weeks to gain the strength and comfort to get to where I needed to be. My training dummy was the Pell, a tall stump of wood, and when that collapsed, we installed a wooden post into the dirt. I used a wooden training sword, twice the weight of a steel one, in order for me to build up my strength. Slash from the right, left, stab, and all the footwork that went along with it, making multiple hits left, right, stab, over and over and over, day after day after day for hours at a time. Yes, it was exhausting, even for someone used to dealing with ship's rigging as a sailor. She showed me all the basic techniques. By the end, I knew the moves. My body was strong enough, and used to the weight of the equipment. I was ready for the life of a paladin, as an adventurer, though I had yet to use my new skills against a real foe. I think the very first one was an imp from Avernus in the Nautiloid. It didn't stand a chance against me. Though not as skilled with a warhammer, which I was forced to use since my master longsword was stolen from me in Athkatla. It was my father's sword, passed down to me. Believe me, I was quite distraught when it was taken. It was given to him by my great-uncle and engraved with the writing of their people. So, I was stuck with using a hammer. I had some practice with it, though I wasn't nearly as skilled with that as I was with the longsword. Grandmother insisted that I get used to all sorts of weapons, as you never knew what I might need to use. In the end, I'm glad she made me train in a variety of weapons. I sort of got used to using a warhammer in my time since being taken by the Illithid on the Nautiloid. And now I look at my two weapons. A sword that used to belong to the Emperor, the Emperor's longsword, which is a very fine weapon, and the Orphic hammer, one of the mightiest weapons I have ever come across. I do prefer the sword over the hammer, but the hammer is just objectively more powerful. With it, there is no foe that I shouldn't be able to destroy and bring down. So, for today, against this master vampire, I believe the hammer will do. But I'll really miss using a sword. At the least, I know that I cannot fail with a weapon so powerful. And this vampire bloody well needs its head smashed in. That, and I believe that Astarion needs to break free from his old master and find peace within himself. Well, here we are in the lair. Leaking all over the place. This is the elevator that
lies ready to carry you back up to the palace.
Remain ready.
Let's get out of here. I've had more than my fill of this place.
Are you serious? Astarion, we're kind of here for you. They're the ones that are trying to drag you out of here. Bring you back.
I should mind my step.
was actually odd of you. You must be terrified of Cazador. Right, so what's this door? Probably just out to where we just were. I think there's a door beneath us. So there's this door, and then there's this door. I think that's it. Crystal vases. How weird.
The whisper of Velioth says, lie where Cazador lies.
Oh. You hear that?
A whisper that says it is the vestige of Velioth murmurs, let me go.
Vestige of Velioth. Oh, those ones are glowing a lot more than this one. We got the sigil here. We don't need to leave. These crystal vases have nothing, but these ones down here. Right, so what's this door?
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring.
Signet ring. Press the SAR signet ring to the hollow in the door.
The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air.
Yours neither.
This voice isn't here.
They're all red and
Approaching the cells, you're met with hollow-eyed faces. There's an almost physical stink of decay and neglect.
Is this how you used to live, Asterion?
Hardly. Cazador didn't keep me in luxury, but I've never seen anything like this. How did they get here? What is Cazador doing with them? My brethren spoke nothing of this.
You. I know you. You're the one from the tavern. You smiled and joked and got me drunk.
You're dead.
You called me so many sweet things. My name sounded like a lyric on your tongue.
Sebastian,
You remember me.
you were handsome. Shy. You'd never been kissed.
You taught me how.
What did you do, Asterion?
And then you destroyed me.
It can't be.
You see what being a vampire does. You should know this by now, how he's been treated. Maybe it will take a look in the mirror to how you've treated others. This how all of your how many, didn't you say you had thousands? Oh. Is this how all of your lovers end up?
Don't. Not now.
Not now. Maybe it's the perfect time.
So many of these faces. They're my conquests. I pursued them, seduced them, and brought them to Cazador. He told us he was feeding on them, but he turned them to spawn. He turned every last one, so we'd have souls for this cursed ritual.
How long?
What?
How long have I been down here?
I'll let Asterion answer.
170 years. You were one of my first.
My family. My friends. They're gone. You took them from me. You took everything from me.
I don't know if a good time now would be to free them, but... I don't know. Cazador is responsible for all of this. Perhaps I'll try to set them free. They'll probably attack Asterion. Us. But, you know, a death this way is better than remaining in here.
Free. We'll never be free while that monster lives.
That's why we're here. To destroy Cazador.
You can't. It's not possible.
We'll find a way.
And then? What happens to us?
What do you want to happen?
I don't know. I just don't want to die down here. Please, whatever you do, just do it quickly. I can't go on waiting.
We'll be back. You have my word.
Asterion.
Gods above. He kept Sebastian. I feel ill. All the fools and villains who ever fell for my ploys, they're here.
Maybe this is a time for you to grow up, see things as it is. If what you've told me is true, that's a colossal sum of souls.
There's only one reason they'd all still be here. He must need them for the ritual. Each of the 7, we must have brought in 1,000 over the decades. They're all lambs for his slaughter. And if I was to take his place, they'd all die by my hand. Everyone, whoever trusted me enough to let down their guard, innocents, idiots, and the unlucky. It doesn't matter. I will need to sacrifice them all if I want to perform the ritual.
You can save them.
What's the point? They're as good as dead. I thought they were dead. If they are unleashed, they will cause incredible carnage.
That's what I'm worried about.
They will be ravenous. They must die. Better they serve a purpose.
I don't know that much about vampires. I mean, some of the stories say if you kill the master, the vampires are either cured beneath them that they turned, or they die too. I'm not sure what's true. I mean, there's so many old folk tales about them. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. They shouldn't be unleashed. Ironically, even vampires wouldn't want that because it brings so much attention to the city at Baldur's Gate for the vampires that are out there preying on people as it is. Not that I agree with that. They should all be killed. But these ones cannot go free. Tadpole them all. Would that even be better than they'll turn into Illithids? I'm not sure how to answer him. This... But I will at least try to bring it up. I mean, you got out, you got better.
They're in a state far beyond anything that ever happened to me. Decades of hatred will have piled up inside of them. I can't even begin to imagine. We must find Cazador.
I get it. Yes.
This must end.
They're all red and bright.
What about these ones? Hello? Oh, that is Sebastian. There's children here. Are these the children of the ghouls? G-U-L, not undead creatures, ghouls. Hello. We've got to be able to open this up.
Hey.
Oh, no.
Hey, you!
They've been turned as well.
Come closer.
Oh, God. It can't be.
It is you. I knew it. I'll kill you. Once I get out of here, I'll kill you!
You're the children from the Monster Hunters camp?
Camp. Monster hunters. The Gur camp. Oh, God.
This is even worse.
My parents' camp.
If you were to be freed and you went back to them, they would end up killing you.
Focus.
Their own
Resist
children.
The beast inside you. You promised. It's your fault. You did this to us. Didn't he tell you? He's the one that kidnapped us. He's the reason we're spawns. I'll kill you.
Yes. Now that you mention it, I may have done that.
Styrian.
That. Cazador's orders. Quite the deviation from my usual routine, of course. Capture, not lure. I didn't bring them in with sweet rolls or anything. I really forgot about them. Felt nothing the moment I handed them over to him. Oh.
If we eliminate Cazador, will they be free?
I suppose there's a good chance they will. What use is it, though? They're lost. Ravenous. Feral.
Oh, you mean free of his
They'd attack any
controls?
mortal on sight.
Still vampires, though. That's not.
All
like-
these people were ruined because of me.
Let that sink in there, Asterion. We promised their parents we'd save them.
Parents? You've seen my parents?
They're looking for you, yes.
I miss them. I think. Or perhaps it's the hunger. Oh, I don't know. It's so hard to tell. You should go. Leave us here. We shouldn't be out there. We'd hurt our families.
Or they'd have to end up killing their own children. I don't know. This is entirely different from the tadpoles. Maybe there's no way to cure us. Ugh, that's a depressing thought. Anyways, I'm just gonna have to go with how I generally feel inside. Never give up hope. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
Behind the exhaustion, starvation, and fear, recognition stirs in her eyes. And with it, hope.
You really mean it? Cazador's got this stuff. It controls the doors. If you get it, you can set everyone free. If you get it, somehow.
Alright, I'll free you once I... should they be freed? I can't promise anything, but I'll try.
Please. Whatever you can do.
What are you doing? They're going to tear me to shreds. They'd never forgive me for what I've done.
Maybe I should let that happen. Deep down somewhere, there's just kids who need our help.
I was in the prime of my life when I was turned. Everything was taken from me, too. I never want to see these little scraps of misery again. The world doesn't need to know my shame.
Yeah, if they return to their parents, either they're going to kill their parents, or the parents will end up killing them. It will be a really awful situation. There's another door here. Alright, so let's just close this for now. There's this door back here. I can't believe that. It's one thing to have the spawn in the other room, the other cell, but the children... I was hoping that the children were here and we could save them, but they're vampires. Just like that other door.
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring.
I pressed the saw ring signet to the hollow in the door.
The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air.
What is this place? Private chambers. Is it Cazador's personal room? Huh. Arcane cultivation. Meditations of a Vampire Lord. The Journal of Cazador Sar. It records the movements and actions of his spawn, with particular attention paid to Asterion. Every order, failure, and punishment is recorded with cold calculation. Only the most recent entries seem to betray any emotion. Asterion failed to return from his hunt this night. Gode informed, he will have the pliers ready when the boy shows himself again. Still missing. I ought not to be surprised. The boy has always been troublesome, but to disappear now, when we are all but ready, it is unconscionable, even for him. I have dispatched the brood. They will find him and bring him home, and when they do, I will make him scream for this. It has been days, and he is still missing. No amount of pain has motivated his brothers and sisters to find him. It seems Baldur's Gate has swallowed him whole. I am searching further afield, but my reach outside the city is limited. In the meantime, the hunt continues here. Del Ria, and Petrus returned from today's hunt, rushing to report that they had seen him in Worm's Crossing. Their tale was fanciful, but they believe it to be true. Asterion, standing in the sun's light, willing and able to disobey me, inconceivable. It seems he has become more than troublesome. He is now a liability, but he will be brought to heel. He will come home, take his place with the others, and complete his purpose. My spawns fail me. Asterion eludes me. I will have my due. Now, that's from the previous night. Velioth. What's this?
On the pillow rests a skull with a scroll clamped in its bony jaws.
Look at those teeth.
The skull's empty eye sockets flare with an eldritch gleam. You feel invited somehow to witness the skull's memories. It seems urgent.
The skull's memories rise and unfold. Let them wash over me.
This skull is all that remains of the vampire Velioth. He turned Cazador, gave him the gift, and then taught him the rules of vampiric existence.
I concentrate on the memory. What is Velioth's first lesson? If I can do it. Oh, I felt I was close. Try again.
Velioth's first lesson is always to dominate. Allow none to be your equal. Velioth recalls when Cazador reached out to a former friend. His punishment was to watch as Velioth drained his friend dry.
Concentrate on the memory. What is Velioth's second lesson?
Velioth's second lesson is that power comes from solitude. To share with others is to be weak, and to be weak is to fail and die. Velioth recalls when
It's the opposite.
Cazador rebelled against him. Cazador suffered 11 years of impalement because he failed.
I've learned the opposite. Friends helping, so it goes with grandmother as well. It's your companions that see you through the troubles, not going alone. Concentrate on the memory. What is Velioth's third lesson? This one eludes me. Perhaps I can try one more time.
Velioth's third lesson is to act not in haste. A near immortal has time to plan, time to act only when others will pay the price of action. Velioth recalls Cazador, his lessons learned, killing him in the rite of perfect slaughter. How they both laughed. Velioth recalls Cazador boiling the flesh from his skull, and then, to mock him, clamping his schooling scroll in Velioth's jaws. The skull's eyes flash a final time, and its jaws sag open. The scroll with all of Cazador's rituals is yours. Velioth is no more.
Even his precious rules.
Black Mass Scroll. Unfurling the scroll reveals a list of foul rites and rituals detailing all the ways death can be turned to one's advantage or simply made more interesting. The rite of perfect slaughter, the liturgy of the dead, the sacrament of the damned, and many more strange, accursed rituals over the parchment. The final entry, however, is familiar. The rite of profane ascension. O piteous Lord, or O piteous dead. O ravenous dead, immortality is your gift, but darkness is your prison, and hunger its gaoler. The rite of profane ascension will release you. Walk in the sun. Suffer not from hunger. Grow your power beyond anything you imagined. A pact has been made with the Lord of Hellfire. Deliver unto him 7,000 souls. Oh, by the gods. Each bearing an infernal mark, and you shall be free of your chains. You shall know true power. Deliver the souls, speak the words, esse dominus has animus offero in sacrificio, nonque volo protestum quam polictus is mihi. Well, I found the children that Olma has asked us to find that returned to the vampire spawn. They remain in prison here forever unless we confront Cazador ourselves. He must be here somewhere. I really would like to cure those children. I'm not giving up hope completely. Approach Orpheus Natural prison. We know about that. Gale met with No. We found a scroll describing the ritual Cazador wants to perform. He plans to sacrifice thousands of souls, including Asterians, to ascend and gain incredible power. We learned that Cazador carries a magical staff which he uses to control the prison. We'll need to take it from him if we're to decide the prisoner's fates. Asterion met Sebastian, one of the first victims he ever brought to Cazador. Instead of feeding on him, Cazador turned Sebastian into a vampire spawn and locked him in this dungeon. We don't know how many of Asterion's victims are still alive down here, but we did learn that Cazador's staff controls the prison. We'll need to take it from him if we're to decide the prisoner's fates. Yeah, we use an elevator to get down. We have entered Cazador's palace, and we just need to find the vampire himself. Glass goblet. Probably not worth that much. Scroll of names. Are these the 7,000 victims? Many of the surnames would be familiar to a Baldurian, although some of those near the beginning of the list are of families now long disappeared. This is a list of names of people dating back centuries, but continuing right up to the present day.
Thousands of names. This couldn't be part of the ritual. Could it?
For my sins, my soul was made ink and written onto this parchment, where its scrawl crawls sleeplessly for eternity unless you free it. Power structure of Baldur's Gate, the mortal view, eyewitness accounts of the ball spawn crisis, where grandmother was. Did I not read this? I'm sure. The guild seal on the inside of the cover belongs to a printmaking collective in Baldur's Gate. Of course I remember. Knew the second that girl was walking that she'd be trouble. Little thief, always in everyone's business, and that ward of Gorion went right along with her. No surprise a wicked... Is she talking about Imoen? No surprise a wicked god's blood was running in their veins. Anonymous cannot keep. Saravok and his lot are always the first ones that come to mind. You know this all started with a bit of iron in Nashkel? Everyone thought their weapons would rot out of their hands. Back then, I thought the problem was bad trade. Never took the man for a son of Baal, Omnian mercenary interviewed on his deathbed. You dare speak to me that name? My mistress was turned to ash fighting those forsaken wretches. I curse Baal, I curse Irenicus, and I curse you, hostile vampire, at the Catless slums. The five tore Tether to pieces. I don't think anyone expected more Ballspawn showing up would fix a war that a pack of them started. Then again, they were all inclined to killing each other, eh? Good riddance. Here's hoping every last one of them has been wiped off the face of Faerun. Saradush merchant, retired. I'm not authorized to be talking about any murder with someone like you. Take it up with the Sea Tower if you want to argue. But honestly, who cares if a Ballspawn got it stuck to them? Their father's the killing type, after all. Flaming Fist, Gauntlet, Baldur's Gate. Several hundred more interviews follow, most of them more terse. Yeah, well, grandmother saved the world, basically. The Guild, Hidden Rulers of Baldur's Gate. Letter to Morale Alchem. No idea what this will say. Morale Alchem. I suppose, as you say, that you have the reason to be proud of the expansion of the vampire circle in your city. Of course, Athkatla is more homogeneous than Baldur's Gate, and you face fewer challenges from other factions and law enforcement. But still, accept my kudos on your progress there. Enjoy your success while you can, Alchem, for I'm afraid that very soon it will be surpassed by my situation in Baldur's Gate. Definitely so. I am on the verge of a long-planned transformation that entirely changes the rules of the game. Too long have I been content to be merely a major city's vampire lord when I can be so much more, and I shall. But that's all I'll say about the matter at present, young Alchem. After all, we mustn't give away the surprise entirely. Cazador Sar. There's probably vampires in every city. Some more successful than others, I suppose. Well, that's it. That was his personal room. So we'll continue on this way. So I don't have any elixir that I've drank in. I mean, I can do it in battle, but... Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what... See invisibility. Oh, that one I took. That's important. There's some things that we can use to sell here. Sar family ring. Arcane cultivation. I mean, it's only third. I could use that myself. That is another... one of my smites for me.
My faith protects me.
Holy water. Could you use that? Smoke powder bomb.
Keep a blade close.
I'm not sure. Do we have an elixir for you to use? You have superior healing. I don't think you have an elixir. It's not as important if you're not either casting spells or going right up against them. Will, don't you have anything? Crawler, that's poison. Basic poisons, probably useless. Poison against some
Still
dead
breathing,
probably won't do very much.
Despite everything.
Do I have any of that? There it is. Elixir of Viciousness.
Defender of the
Here,
people.
you drink this. Maybe you should drink one of these too. There.
Shall we?
We're kind of all set.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
More interesting times. I don't think there's anything
Don't
more
waste a
interesting than this.
step.
Where is us, by the way? Right. More help, the better. You know, Will, you know what? You can bring in help too. Here. Cambien. Everybody's
Time
getting
to
help these
rest.
days.
Breathe deep and move.
We've got werewolves around the side. Got vampires floating in the air, surrounded by red. Right.
Who stands before us? Is this truly our prodigal son? Do not slouch before me, boy. Have you no respect for yourself? Look at you, crawling back after abandoning your family. You should be begging our forgiveness.
Keep back. Do not intervene.
Forgiveness? You've never forgiven anything. Every mistake, every slip was punished.
I strove for perfection in all things, even those as imperfect as you. A pity you amounted to so little, despite my efforts.
No! No. Fuck you. And fuck everything you've ever done to me!
We're here for justice. You're going to pay.
I will not speak to cattle. This is between me and the boy.
You son of a bitch.
You truly forgot my power. You truly thought our bond as creator and creation was all that stopped you from killing me? Oh, you are weak, my child. You are a small, pathetic little boy who never amounted to anything. But today, you will finally do something worthwhile. You will burn, and I will ascend.
No! Stop him! Get me out of this!
Witness the birth of the Vampire Ascendant! Ecce Dominus!
Ecce Dominus. That's what it was, not Esse Dominus.
You must, but I am only growing stronger!
Those runes are siphoning power to Cazador.
If we can reach the glowing sigils, maybe we can redirect that power from him to us.
I'm not even sure. There's only three of us.
On the victor's path.
Okay. I guess we're Sounds Asterion. We're gonna have to keep him busy, obviously, while we try to reach these sigils. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 enemies that would rush out and face us, including 2 little bats. 4 little bats. 6 bats. It's a lot. Kind of reminds me when we were just at the Sharon Enclave. But the rules of this fight are a little different. I'm not sure what you can do here, but we'll see what we can do.
On my way.
Take your...
Not quite enough, I know. When the undead come, you can turn them. At least hope that that'll do something. And you can fly too.
Well played, but I still have power enough to rend the flesh from your bone.
Is that what you're hiding? Lousy vampire. I'm not sure what this is going to do. Well, it did hurt them. Maybe that's what we need to do. You can't do anything. Right. Get right in there.
Every power if you wish. It will not save.
One, two, three. There should be 7. I'm not sure it's going to do anything until they're dead. Yeah, thankfully I do have that ring of healing. Let's get rid of this thing, shall we? What? My hammer? Oh, well, that's wonderful because I can't do anything. Fallen Gur Hunter. No, these are ghouls. Oh, Gur, not ghoul. Anyways. These were Gur, they are now ghouls. That's what I mean to say. But when I was speaking about the children above, they were former Gur. I think I called them ghoul. G-U-L. They're really going after their Cambion. Let's see what happens when one of these vampires dies. Let me put to sleep?
Our ritual is near complete. Can you feel its profane power?
Ow. Anyways, I have that ring.
Can't afford to let up.
Turn undead. Might as well try it. It hurt them, at least. This one is nearly dead. One more hit. So that's what we need to do.
It can't be.
Take this. We need the help. I know it's temporary. Just hold tight there. You did turn them. They're frightened of you. Put it back to sleep. We'll at least keeping all that those busy. I thought you had a better heal than that last one.
On the move.
They're going after Cazador. Right, time to start hitting. Divine Smite. Fiends and undead. These werewolves aren't undead though, or they're not. But this one should be undead. Good job. Another one. Hopefully we'll do it. Yes. Healing Radiance. Sure if that's a good idea at this moment. Toxin. Okay. Well, for next time.
It can't be.
Yeah. That's one of my ghouls. Hey, they're keeping them busy. And they blow up too when they die. Maybe we should take out that skeleton thing that's putting him to sleep and see it. They're really all going to Cazador, which is weird. That's one of them. I think this diva should go over and face him. More bats. Ow. Keep this thing busy over here. What is it? Chatterteeth? Well, each of these bats three rays of fire. You got one. It all helps.
The fearless.
Finish this one off. That one is paralyzed. These things have to go down. That's just all there is to it. Concussive smash. It's dead. Right. I've got to kill this thing. If I don't...
What do I have to lose?
Okay. We're killing them left and right. I'd like to help my love. Perhaps I can. In fact, I can help all of us. Oh, nice. Alright. He teleported himself. Area effect attack would work well against those bats. Ah.
I need healing. Got to keep fighting. Got to press on.
Kind of surrounded there. I think the best thing you can do is keep on attacking these things with your ray. Or just use your sword then. Your halberd.
Battle favors the fearless.
Right, so there. Maybe you should try to keep Cazador busy. Well, we got... There's a Gur hunter over there. There's a werewolf almost dead there. I'm not sure what... I mean, I can go over here and keep trying to destroy these things. I'd hit it pretty hard. I know what, I have that hit where you can hit it. Where is it? Unshackling strike.
Caveat incandescent.
They did their job. Got one. You really don't like Shadowheart. She's not dead.
This is my time.
Didn't do very much. Well, it's really hurt, but that would be a waste. I'm not sure what I can do. I can throw a healing potion. Can I not? No, I cannot. Cannot. I'm not sure if this will work. We'll try it. No, it didn't work. More bats coming in. All these bats are going to come from this thing soon, once it's done. Why can't you blow up like my ghouls? Ooh. He hits you hard, Will. Nothing we can do with this right now. Where did it go? Right here.
Two steps at a time.
Right. Divine favor. Ugh. Another one turned to ash.
Best be on my way.
Care if these things take a hit at me. I'm sorry. The ritual I don't think can be completed. Swarming over there. I wish Gale was here to launch a fireball. You are getting him though, Gale. Or Will. Alright, he can't be left alone anymore.
My faith will protect me. On I go.
A little help, please.
No holding back.
Where'd it go? It's over there. Well, we can't leave this spot. I wonder if this will work. If I use this against it. It should work. It will keep him bound. He's undead. It works against undead. It's going to do it. Us is down. I wonder if you... I think she can do radiant damage, actually. Oh, it didn't work. I was able to hit him. We kill these bats now. One down.
Let's finish this.
Right, you have these spells to... Blade Barrier, which you can't use. Where is it? Let's look. Though it's cutting it close because she's quite injured. Spirit Guardians. Necrotic, Radiant. Got rid of them all. That worked better than I thought it would. And she can use it
Press on.
to kill the rest. That worked well, but there's still there's these ones over here. And they're gonna come roaring after her.
The blade will not bend.
That being the case, perhaps you should intercept them.
Foot.
Path is interrupted. Okay, hit him as hard as I can. There we go. Backbreaker, possibly knocking my enemy prone. Compel a duel. Ah.
Let's get these wounds taken care of.
He's healing himself every turn. Every chance he gets.
Your time has come.
And it's dead. No, it's still still there. It's not gonna live for long though. Right. I think we need to concentrate on this fool over here.
Finding my way.
You picked the wrong fight, friend.
Oh, did you ever? Purple worm toxin. That must be fun. And he's compelled to duel me. You can keep running around. That's fine. We get free shots on you. And that thing is dead. Okay, surround him.
Can't give up. Have to keep going.
On the victor's path. Coming through.
Yeah, I heal as well.
No time for mercy.
I think the purple worm toxin is working on him. Is it not? See, he's draining from each one of the ones that are still there. I don't want to kill Asterion, of course. Ooh, that hit really hard.
Let's end this. Got to move.
You can't get close enough. Yeah, Holy water?
Right, better get to it.
That worked a little.
Battle favors the fearless. Fleet of foot.
Oh. Oh! Ah, he's missed. He came right back. Funny that you did shove him over there. He's draining. We have to hit him harder than the ones he's draining here, unfortunately. It's the only way to do it.
Breathe deep and move.
Can't get to him. I didn't do anything. I say we kill the other vampires here. Leave Gale. Perhaps this will help us.
Need to act fast. Got to move.
Sure, what would turning undead here do? Not much.
Forever dauntless.
Stay back here and kill them.
Taken care of.
Yeah.
Concentrate.
This is my time.
You knocked him down. We haven't been able to do that. Well, he's prone. Should be easier to hit. Hey, which one? Got him. Okay, I bet you he's going to... Is he even dead? That was that. Well, we defeated Cazador, who retreated to a sarcophagus to heal. He's vulnerable now. All we have to do is open the sarcophagus lid and finish him off.
Need to find a way forward.
Alright. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I do think we should make sure it's dead. Finished for good. And he thought he was invincible.
No healing sleep for you. Wake up!
Get your hands off me, worm!
I'm not the one in the dirt. One last thrust. And I'll be free of you. I'll never have to fear you again.
And then, what will you be without me? A shade? A specter in the shadow? Devoid of all purpose?
Yeah, let's just kill him already.
Fine. But I'm not above enjoying this.
Can't help but feel a little sad for him. He was compelled to do everything he was told to do.
His old master lies dead, never to control Astarion again. He's free, unlike the thousands of spawn still trapped in their cells. Cazador's staff controlled everything during the ritual. If it controls the cells too, you could decide their fate. 7,000 vampire spawn, including the stolen children of the Gur Hunters. What will you do with them all?
If I let them all go, they're going to ravage Baldur's Gate. I don't think that there's a way we're going to be able to cure them. A merciful, quick death would be the best thing for all of them. If I release them, there could be thousands of victims. Tens of thousands of victims within weeks. I'm not going to do that. That's horrific. And I don't just want to leave them. They're too dangerous. They need to die. This is the only... It's sad that it comes down to me making this decision. It should never happen to begin with, obviously, but... Well, here I am to decide what happens in the end. They're too dangerous. They need to die, including the children, unfortunately. How horrible.
I don't like it. But you're right. Putting them to rest may be the kindest thing we can do.
That too. They are suffering. It'll all be over quick.
Hells. They deserved better.
Oh, they did for sure.
They deserved a chance.
Are you serious? You want me to let them all go?
I think we're done here. Let's go.
7,000 vampires loose in the city. You think that would have been better than this? Anyways, I'm glad Asterion agreed.
That's it. He's gone. After all these years, these centuries, it's really over.
I'm proud of you. You did the right thing.
I'm glad you think so, because I'm not so sure. I just feel numb. What I've lost, what I've gained, it's all so much. And gods, all those spawn, dead in their cells. I need some time, I think. Just to let it all sink in. Let's just go. This place reeks of death, and I want to feel alive again.
Huh. A dagger. Enchantment for attacking and making the enemy bleed. We won't leave it. Some of these vampires, your compatriots, your equals, spawns they left.
Something good here, I hope.
They'll go back to their old ways, but what is that? 4 of them? We killed 2. And there's 7 in total, minus Asterion, so that would be 4 just got loose. Personally, I want them all dead. But I don't think I'll find anything of value in these ones. Is there a chest here with riches? No chest. What about the sarcophagus? A key. High security vault. Oh, to the vault. I remember that thief down in the guild that wanted to buy the keys. I haven't opened up any of those vaults yet. Not that we're really hurting for money, but, well, it is something. Right, we'll look around on our way out, see if we can't find anything else that's of value to take. This ritual has been Old Age Stale Reckoning. Succession of Master Vampires. Okay. I'm not sure when the vampires spawns have been, the 7,000 were gathered. But this line of vampires dates back to the year 612. Wow. So, over 800 years ago. 882 years ago. That's a long time. Nearly 1,000 years. Well, not all of this place is in great condition. Haven't found any more treasure yet. A couple scrolls and that's it. And that's that going around. Right, we'll go up this way then and get out of here. I mean, I agree that this is a horrible place. I'd like to get out. It's not like I want to stay here.
Let's see.
Oh, this is terrible. Yeah. I don't even want to look. Let's go. What's this? Who are you? Oh, the Gur.
You killed not only Cazador, but also his wretched creations. I expected less.
So I can see from all your heavily armed friends. You didn't think I could resist completing the ritual, did you?
I admit, I had my doubts.
But where are our children? What of their fate?
They died as vampire spawn. It was the only mercy we could give them.
Killing children makes for a strange kind of mercy. Although, given what they'd become...
Believe me when I say it was for the best. The pain from the hunger alone. There's nothing like it.
Perhaps there was something to that. A kindness I would not have credited you with.
Well, that's backhanded as compliments come. Though I'll take it if it means you're done trying to kill me.
I never dreamt a spawn could find redemption. But, yes, you will never be hunted again.
As for you, you have my people's thanks. I know you face trials ahead. We will stand with you as best we can. Until then, go in peace. And thank you.
You're welcome. I didn't want to come to this end, but there's no other choice, really, at all. Let's return to the Alcyon Tavern. You know, sometimes when you do a good thing and you still feel horrible about it afterwards, I mean, I guess that's the price in this horrific evil, this world full of evil. I'm not going to say it's an evil world, I don't believe that, but there is a lot of evil in it. If only we could have saved those vampire children. I did what I could, and that's, with what I had, and my options, that's the best outcome. I was concerned that I'd have to break this video up while recording it since the final vampire battle took a while, but it didn't go on for as long as I thought it would, thankfully. The battle with the Sharns, now that was a long fight, the longest in the game so far, and I didn't want a 2-hour repeat against Cazador. Yep, the ending choices were terrible. Kill them, let them go, keep them all imprisoned. Now I'm wondering if I let them go, if they wouldn't be an ally against the Elderbrain, but I might have to fight the Gur. And if I left them in prison, if that wouldn't be the neutral choice, but seen as cowardly. Anyways, I was still hoping up to the end that once Cazador was killed, that the children would be cured so they could be set free. Having to have them all die too was a terrible choice to be made. Thankfully, it's just a video game and not real. I suppose this is a Witcher-like choice where none of them were very good, and like in those games, I always choose the path of least suffering. No sane person would think that unleashing 7,000 starving mad vampires on a city would be okay, so I'm really not sure why Will said they deserve a chance. A chance to murder thousands of people? Okay, Will. Sounds good. Anyways, there is an important poll coming up on November 20th, 2024, which will determine the future of my channel. Be sure to vote that week. Take care now.
Shining star of my